Hello everyone. Happy morning and greetings to you all from our exclusive English and educational updates. And in this short video, we will be exploring and looking at the sample formative assessment 3, in other words, self-assessment model paper 3 for class 10 for the subject English. So this is only for the practice purpose from the prescribed FA-3 syllabus with regard to our exclusive English subject. So let's get started. First, I would like to show you the prescribed syllabus exclusively covered for this particular assessment. So here we have the pattern and the syllabus. So there are about 3 sections, as you all can see here. Section A comprising reading comprehension, B vocabulary, and section C comprising creative expressions. So as you all know that this particular assessment got the 10 marks 15 marks extra from 20 to 35, as you all can see on the given screen, right? So regarding syllabus, we have unit 6 Miserable the author, unit 7 Madam rides the bus, there's a prose aspects, poetry Fog, and the tale of Custard the dragon. And from SR supplement reader, we have 2 lessons covered for the syllabus: footprints without feet, the making of a scientist. And here is a pattern. There are about 11 questions carrying 1 mark, 7 questions carrying 2 marks, especially grammar, and 1 creative expression. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the actual test items of the SAMP-3 for the practice purpose. Here we have the passage from the unit 6, Miserable the author. Let me read out for you, then we will be sharing the answer key along with these test items. Miss was out of the box in a flash. He disappeared at high speed down the aircraft. There were squawks and shrieks, and a woman stood up on her seat screaming out, "A rat! A rat!" I caught sight of Miss Style disappearing beneath the legs of portly white turbaned Indian. Diving for it, I missed it, but found my face covered in curry. "Perhaps," said the air hostess with the most charming smile, as usual, "it would be better if you resumed your seat, and I'll find the animal and bring it to you, sir." This is the extract for the testing of the reading comprehension. Now, let me read out the questions for you. Why did the woman scream? So here in the second line you can see, but at the end of the video I can show you the answer key. So here the keyword is screaming out because the woman saw the rat. What did the air hostess suggest? She suggested to resume his seat, right? Now, who was wearing a white turban in the passage? Yeah, a portly white turbaned Indian, right? So now with regard to poem, now the stanza is from the tale of the Custard the dragon. Belinda was as brave as barrel full of beers, and ink and blink chased lions down the stage. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard cried for a nice safe case. Right? These are the stanza lines, and now let me go for the questions. What literary device used in the phrase "as brave as barrel full of beers"? Here is simile. What animal is Mustard compared to in the stanza? Here tiger. Now the next passage is from the SR titled The Making of a Scientist. When he saw those photos, Ebright didn't shout, "Eureka!" or even, "I've got it." But he believed that along with his findings about insect hormones, the photos gave him the answer to one of biology's puzzles: how the cell can read the blueprint of its DNA. DNA is the substance in the nucleus of a cell that controls heredity. It determines the form and function of the cell. Thus, DNA is the blueprint for life. This is the passage extracted for the comprehension. Now let us see the questions here. What does DNA control in the nucleus of a cell? Heredity. Answer. What question did the photos help to answer? How the cell reads the blueprint of its DNA. B is the answer. Now we have arranging the jumbled sentences into a meaningful order. Here we have HMPV, which was the first week of January. It's an epidemic virus. Now it's a respiratory virus that primarily causes mild upper respiratory infections, resembling flu symptoms. First identified in the Netherlands in 2001, it spreads through direct contact and respiratory secretions. Common symptoms include cough, fever, and nasal congestion, particularly affecting young children, older adults, and in immunocompromised individuals who may experience severe illness. HMPV infections are more frequent in winter and early spring, with most cases resolving within a few days without specific treatment. So this is the extract with regard to HMPV virus, and now let us see how to arrange them in a meaningful order. So here HMPV first identified in Netherlands in 2001. That could be the last one. Please do arrange in the meaningful order, and for any doubts please do comment in the reply section. Section B, grammar and vocabulary. Here change the following into repeated action in the past using would and used to. He used to own several rare stamps in his collection. She would read comics while waiting for the bus. I have given you the answers. Please do remember and note. Rewrite the sentences into a single sentence using noun modifiers. She wore a dress. She wore an elegant dress made up of silk. He saw a tall tree with broad leaves. Now synonyms here. Suddenly. Suddenly means here abruptly. Glee means delight. Difficult words, difficult in the easy, particularly and generally. Now let us see the dictionary entry here. Look at the screen. Now what is the meaning of accustom? Accustom mean here, can you observe, to make familiar by use. Give two synonyms of the word accustom. So where do you see the synonyms here? Habituate, get used to, inure, exercise, and train. Any of the two can be attempted. Now let's go to section C, creative expressions for 10 marks. In the lesson, Madam rides the bus. The village girl Belly gets on a bus. The conductor is a jovial person. Belly travels on the bus. Both of them talk to each other occasionally, and write a possible conversation between Valley and conductor in this context. So what kind of conversation? An imaginary conversation that may take place between them with regard to this small 8-year-old girl traveling by bus for the first time, and conductor addressing her as Madam in a gentle way to respect her because she has taken the ticket and traveled, and those kind of things can be incorporated in the conversation. Second one is, imagine you are Gavin Maxwell. Write a diary entry expressing your feelings about experience with Miserable the outer and the challenges you faced while taking care of him. Now let me take you to the answer key here. Section A, as I told already, please have a cursory glance at the reference key, and you can note down the answers and check yourself how much score you would get in this model practice paper. So here I have the creative expression answer 2 prepared by Sri Venkatraju Mantri from Srikakulam district. So here I'm just going to town and back. These are the sample exchanges between the conductor and the girl Wali. Dear diary addressing, and these are the important key points made in the diary with regard to in the given context. So dear students, please do share with your friends and uh, score better with the help of these inputs. Wish you all happy learning and keep learning. Do take care. Jai Hind.